How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Sob Squad. And today's video, I'm joined with my brother Jake here, and we're going to be discussing his Camaro here. You mind just giving a brief rundown explanation as to your car? Just general what it is.
Yeah, so this is my 1979 Camaro Z28.
This color combo, is this original to the car?
Yeah. So this is a GM dark blue metallic. It's got the original stripes on it. It does have the aftermarket hood. Someone did that back in the day, not too sure. But yeah, it's all original for the most part. The roof's been repainted, a couple other things have been repainted, but original color, yeah.
So have you done any other cosmetic things to the car, exterior wise, interior?
Yeah, so I got rid of the well, I still have the stock wheels, but I wanted to go a little more low to the ground, a little more modern. So I put the Jegs wheels on there, the big chromey boys. So we lowered it 2 inches, put the wheels on it. I got full LED lights around the whole car. Got the whole tail lights done with the sequential LEDs. That was a royal pain in the ass to install. The wiring absolutely killed me. But yeah, just lowered it. Wheels, tires, new lights.
Oh yeah. So what made you go for a Camaro specifically for this one? What was drawing you to this car?
Okay. So this is actually a little funny. I'll give you a little backstory. All right. So our father has the 73 split bumper RS Camaro, and we both grew up around that car. Spent a lot of time, wiping down the paint as little kids, going to car shows and stuff like that. And yeah, I think our dad got me really into these cars. I was big into the Saabs and all that, and I still am. I enjoy them, but I wanted to get something a little different, something fun. And yeah, this thing just caught my eye. I mean, I know it's not the one everybody likes. It's not the first gen Camaro or the split bumper or nothing like that. I know a lot of people don't like the plastic bumpers, but nice. I personally think it is a really cool, timeless look. The 80s, late 70s, early 80s, that retro vibe with all the stripes.
And you still have that shape.
Yeah.
You still have the shape.
It still has the same Coke bottle shape that all the other Camaros had. The newer ones started to really fall off from that shape, which is why I like the more old school. I mean, you just can't beat the silhouette of this kind of car.
Yeah,
no. It is a timeless look.
It is. And honestly, like, after you having this for a while, I've kind of had this body style more grow on me. Because, I mean, like our dad, he's got the 73. To me, like, that's still on top for all Camaros of all time. The 73 split bumper, like, that's it for me. Over, like, the 69, 67 still. I like that look more. But this, after a while, it just kind of dawned on me that it's just that car with, like, a splash of the 80s on it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. All they really changed with this generation is it's pretty much the bumpers, the front and the back of the car, and then they also added the little shark gills on the side, which I thought was really cool. They kind of took that from like the they might have made that, and then the Trans Am took it from the Camaro. I'm not too sure, but they kind of share that same look. The Camaros and the Trans Ams of this same year. So going back on why I got this car, I mentioned, our dad having the 73 and all that stuff, but this is actually a really funny story, right? So I like to think that this was like a dream car of mine, or, it's really not. And this is the funniest thing ever. I forget, I must have been like 20, like 19 or 20 years old, and we were playing Forza. We were playing Forza Horizon on his computer. And they had this car in Forza. And I remember customizing it, the black with the red stripes and the red interior. And I don't know, it's just something about it. The shape of it and the way the taillights are and the bumper just made me fall in love with it. And I had a really good deal pop up on this car. I went down to Jersey and picked it up.
How exactly did you find this? Because you said you came across a deal in Jersey. What was that all about?
Yeah, so that's actually a really good story about that. You know, this car has got a good story behind it, and I'm trying to keep that alive. Um, so I was looking for a while, you know, marketplace, checking all over, and I ended up seeing this for sale down in New Jersey. First time I've ever talked to somebody on Facebook, and they had offered to put the car up onto a lift when I went to go check it out. So I knew right then and there that, you know, this guy wasn't trying to joke me around or anything, and this was a good car.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go there, the both of us, to check out the car, and lo and behold, the guy is on Street Outlaws.
Which, if you haven't seen Street Outlaws, I'll throw up a couple screenshots or a clip here too there. But yeah, that was kind of wild to see. And he
Yep.
had a bunch of pictures and just parts strewn all over the
Yep.
place of some of the cars from the show, which
You
was
could
pretty
for
wild.
sure tell he was the real deal, old school car guy. I mean, this guy had everything from an LS swapped Porsche,
Yeah.
911, I believe,
Yep.
to a twin turbo Buick Grand National, all done up. And yeah, he was the owner of Stinky Pinky from Street Outlaws, and it was a funny name. Super high horsepower car. He had one of the connecting rods from that car on the shelf, and I had never seen a connecting rod that big.
Yeah, it was
And it was blown
massive.
apart.
Yeah.
So that thing was pushing a lot of power. But getting back to this car, you know, just based off of that interaction I had with the gentleman that I purchased this from, you know, you could tell it was a good car, well taken care of, you know, and he wanted to pass it on to a good home. So
Mm-hmm. So was there anything done to it when you got the car, mechanically speaking?
yep.
And if so, what was done?
Yeah, 100%. So I am more of a, you know, built, not bought kind of guy. But I will say this car came with some goodies, that's for sure. So it is the original block, the 350 block, numbers matching, yada yada. I don't really care too much about that, but it is cool. So numbers matching block, but it was stroked out to a 383. So the previous owner had decent amount of engine work done to the car, you know, so it really gave me a, you know, boost when it came to putting the car together and adding horsepower and stuff like that. So he had pistons, rods, crank, camshaft, dart heads, Holly intake, you know, all the good stuff. Coated headers too, you know, shift kit for the transmission. But yeah, he did really put some good stuff into this car, and I'm really glad that I didn't have to do it.
Yeah. Saves you a lot of time and money.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. That would have cost an arm and a leg for sure. Not to say that I may or may not take the engine back out of this and upgrade it a little bit so I can handle some more power.
Speaking of time and money,
Yeah, I don't like to think about that, really. You know, you just kind of just leaves.
Yeah.
And then you don't think about the number.
yeah, no, don't ever add up the total of your car builds.
Yeah.
It is a bad time. It is a bad time.
Yep.
Have you done anything mechanically speaking, performance wise, anything other than what we can directly see from the outside of the car?
Yeah, no, I've done a little bit performance wise to the car. I put a MSD distributor in it. It's got the MSD wires, the whole 9, new spark plugs and all that goodies. It's got all new brakes, front and back. Everything has been replaced in the brakes because, you know, old car, you're driving it fast. There is no airbags. There is no ABS. There is no traction control. So you want your brakes to work good. So we upgraded the rear brakes. We went with the disc brakes in the rear. All new brake lines front to back. And then moving down the car, we got the 3-speed TH350 transmission with the shift kit in it. I got the Hurst shifter in there, the quarter stick. Moving to the rear end of the car, it's got a Detroit Speed rear gear in it. I believe it's a 373 rear gear it's got. And then exhaust-wise, it's got the coated headers. And then I have a full 3-inch pipes Violator exhaust. Because, you know, we really want to we really want to violate people's eardrums with
We're
this
out here
car.
violating people.
Which, I mean, it's an old car. It's got to sound the part, you know?
Yeah, if it's not chopping and like you can't hear it 3 or 4 blocks away, something's wrong with the car.
It was already at a great starting place, you know, with the all the work that had been done to the motor. But, you know, Jared knows me. I always want more power. I get bored of shit really quick. So I figured, you know, what better than to put some nitrous on it? And that's what I did. I put a little nitrous plate kit on there, a little wet shot, 150 shot. I got the 10-pound bottle in the back. I got that running up through the console out to all the solenoids under the hood and the nitrous plate. Nice little 150 shot, you know, gives it a good kick when you want that extra power.
Yeah.
I just figured that would be a good starting place with the car. You know, eventually I'd like to take that off and do some kind of pro charger setup or something like that. But for the money, you can't.
Yeah,
You
just a
can't.
quick
I
little
know
spray.
people got their feelings about nitrous, but for the money, you can't beat
Yeah,
power.
no, you cannot. So what are you mentioned other cosmetic stuff that you've done, touching up here and there. Now I've seen you've got some billet stuff around.
Oh yeah.
What do you got in the billet
The
universe?
billet department.
Yeah.
You see, I like the billet stuff.
Yeah, it looks nice.
I think it looks really nice. You know, I like the old school chrome stuff too, but I think it's, you know, adds a nice little modern touch that's not like too over the top.
Mm-hmm.
And it's quality. Like you look at it and you think, oh, it's, you know, it's good shit. It's quality. So we got the billet fender braces. I got the billet hood hinge or hood latch. I got the billet door strikers. I got the billet door jam vents. Yeah, that's about it for now. They do sell these billet door sills.
Ooh.
They're really fucking nice, but they're like $600. I might do it. But the thing is, the doors right now, they rub a little bit when you close them.
No.
So it would scratch them up, and I don't want to.
So is that a hinge thing?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
So funny enough, and I'm sure many of you watching this know these cars. I believe each door weighs, it's got to be like over 100 pounds. Like
It feels like it.
These cars are not light. I mean, this is all old school steel. I mean, the bumpers are plastics, but most of the car is old school steel construction.
Yeah.
And the doors are definitely no joke. I mean, they are heavy. And, you know, this car is 40, 50 years old.
Yeah.
The doors,
Which is wild to think that
going to
these are getting
sag a
this
little
old
bit
now.
over time. Yeah.
I always looked at these cars and thought they were like 30, 40 years old. But now a 30, 40-year-old car is like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. No, it is getting crazy. Our Saabs are almost getting that old.
Almost 30.
Almost. Getting there.
Christ.
Yeah, so stuff that I want to do. I know for sure the car is going to need a paint job. It might not look it over the camera, but I'm a perfectionist, and this paint job is old, and it's got, you know, its little dings and scratches in it, which I guess that's part of the, what do you call it, the car, you know, like part of the
charm,
part of the
patina,
the culture, I don't know, the zhuzh. It gives it that old look, but I'm a perfectionist, and I really would like nice fresh paint, maybe some stickier drag tires, because I do like taking this to the drag strip, but that's gonna come with a whole lot of problems if I put a drag tire on this thing, because it has the stock TH350, the 3-speed transmission in it. It has a shift kit in it, and I put a Hurst slap shift on it, the quarter stick, so that helps a little bit. But right now where the power's sitting at, it's okay. But if I were to put a sticky tire on it, you know, it's going to put a lot more load on everything in the car. And I think the first thing to go would be the transmission.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get a paint job. I want to upgrade the tranny. I'd probably do a top end kit on the motor. Throw another extra 100 shot of nitrous at it, or do a blower or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a blast for sure.
If you have an old car, or really with any car, if you have a V8, you're paying for a V8. Here, the V8.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, to me, that's really what, you know, made these cars cool for me growing up. Is not only the looks, but the sound, the smell. You know, you can't get that from any other car. I mean, I love the Euros, I love the JDM stuff, the new cars, but you really only get that experience being in a classic muscle car.
Yeah.
And that's really what drove me to buy this, you know, because there's not many people out there that are my age that can say they have something like this, you know. Yeah, I guess so. Moving on to the interior, we got a bunch of little custom goodies done to this thing. Mostly, for the most part, in the interior, it's pretty original. Like I said before, I just got the shifter here. I did a lot of little stuff, like the dash bezel was all scratched up in the corner, and you can't find these anymore. They don't reproduce this dash. The brown finish on it was just for the Z28 for this year. So I found one, I came across one, and I scooped it up when I had the chance because it was in a lot better condition than mine. And I went through and reconditioned it a little bit. All the little silver trim on the dash bezel I refinished myself. I got the little custom switch panel I made for the nitrous down at the bottom right there. I put a whole brand new sound system in the car because I really do enjoy listening to music while I'm driving. So we got the new Sony head unit in there, and I got Pioneer speakers all around. I got 2 little tweeters up here in the dash, and then I got the 9-inch speakers in the back, and then a 4-channel amp in the trunk.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much about it for the interior. I mean, most of it's still original. We got the billet pedals down there, and that's about it. I mean, it's in good shape. I would like to eventually switch the seats out and the door cards for something different, because you do, and you'll see that when we drive the car, you do slide around in these seats quite a bit.
Yeah, they're a little slippery. But it's part of the charm. It's part of the charm.
Yeah, holding on for dear life.
But yeah, with that being said, we're going to hop back into the car and we'll go over its on-road performance and what it's like to drive around in this thing. We'll see you in a sec. All right, you ready to roll?
Yeah, I'm ready to go, man.
Let's go.
So welcome to the Camaro, guys.
What a wild ride this fucking thing is.
Oh yeah. She's bumpy a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, this is a good test right here, the suspension though.
Yeah, we're down here in Mexico on a little back road. A little bumpy, but we're making it work, you know. Yeah, so what do you think? What are your thoughts on the car?
It sounds insane. The violators really do violate, you know.
Oh yeah.
But it's surprisingly comfy. It's like a couch in here, almost.
Yeah, it's that old school feel.
And it's got that, like, what is that, air suspension? Not like airbags, but like...
So it does have, the rear shocks are the old school air shocks where you could put air in a little valve to pump them up a little bit for the track.
So have you ever aired them up or messed with them at all?
I have not. I honestly have just left them alone. I probably should try it out one of these days, but it's really old and I feel like they'd pop if I put air in them.
Yeah. You are kind of playing with fire there with, you know, 50-year-old suspension.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how old they are, but better to just leave it the way it is.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing goes down the road nice. It, you know, handles pretty decently after, you know, good bit of suspension modification with the chassis, body bushings and shit like that.
So we did all the body bushings on this. They're all polyurethane. Then we got all new lowering springs around the whole car. So yeah, ride's pretty good. It used to ride like shit when I first got it. So it was all original suspension for the most part. You know, we went through all the steering components on this car, all new ball joints, you know, the works. I mean, I really want to do the tubular control arms and all that fun stuff, but that's gonna have to wait. It's a little pricey for that. is getting a little loose.
Yeah. I mean, that thing is so tricky to like get used to, but like,
Yeah, it's got the
sick. Little lockouts and everything.
Oh, nice little GT 500.
Oh, I think that's that same guy.
Might try to run it.
Yeah.
He'd probably win.
Yeah.
He'd probably win. But this thing is no slouch. I mean, she's old, but it moves pretty good. Oh, still got my turn signal on. Can barely see the light on the dash. Be driving for 45 minutes and not know the turn signal's on.
The exhaust honestly isn't super bad on the inside. Like it's pretty tame.
It is nice because when you want it to be loud, it's loud. But if you're just cruising, it's nice and tame. It's not too in your face.
Yeah. It's not very droney at all.
It's that small block Chevy life right there.
Well, that's gonna do it with today's video with Jake's Camaro here. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. If you got anything more you want to see with this, any questions, leave it in the comments. I'll have Jake reach out and you can answer some of the stuff for you. Maybe do some more stuff with this in the future. We do want to try and hit the drag strip at some point. He definitely wants to take this, Lucas's Camaro as well, which is right over there, and then maybe my Saab, but probably the Golf. The Golf would be a ripper on the track. But yeah, remember to comment any questions you guys have. Like the video if you did like this, it does help out a lot, and subscribe for more. I'm gonna put up an odd statistic here of all you motherfuckers that are not subscribed. It's very heinous. Please change that. Thank you. No, I'm just playing. Subscribe if you want. It's free. But I will see you next time. Bye.